Hi, my name is Al Green. Not that one, but the struggling guy who was in the music industry for years trying to sell talent and songs to agents. The agents befriended me and taught me techniques that I want to pass on to you through my program, which is called You Can Talk, You Can Sell. Anyone who has ever taken this program has excelled in selling and either risen to the top of their company, their team, or the top of their field. It's called You Can Talk, You Can Sell, and you can get it right here. Let's get you out of that box of confining you to struggling in sales. A sales job is not a job where you struggle. A sales job is one where you enjoy what you're doing and you make a good living at it, because let's face it, you get paid to talk for a living. The only other people that get to do that are psychiatrists who go through years of training, and it's a dedicated program for their life's work, and lawyers, newscasters, and people who do infomercials, which is not what you're going to be. You're not going to be an infomercial. You're going to be a person. And you're going to develop your own plan through this program called You Can Talk, You Can Sell. And in the program, basically what it is that you're going to look at your profile of who you are, and you're going to develop a way for you to work in an enjoyable, fun fashion. That's not only going to be good as far as job satisfaction, but it's going to put you at the top of the sales ladder in your company. How do I know this? Because I've trained coaches, and I have trained sales managers and entrepreneurs to do this exact same thing with great results. One of the first people I ever trained using this program, which, by the way, everything in this program is not from me. It's from other people, mainly sales masters, who taught me, and I'm going to share it with you. You'll hear one or two of my stories, but not as significant as the people who actually were the top salespeople, the masters of selling, who enjoy the heck out of their job because they figure if they have to work, why not enjoy it? Why not enjoy it? Why should you sit there and feel like it's a struggle? If you have a sales manager that's on your case because you're not making the kind of numbers, just look at it this way. Your company is not selling enough, so they're finding that they can jump on that sales manager who then is going to jump on you. It's just the trickle-down theory. But in reality, it's true. So break away from that box of being confined to limiting what you're doing. You might be a beginner. If you're a beginner, you're the best student. The reason why is beginners who follow this program always excel. You can go from 5 figures to 6 figures, 6 figures to 7 figures. And the program works in such a way that the last time I worked for a company, and they had a big meeting and they told us nobody in this company is going to make more than $65,000 a year. The top 5 people, including myself, I cleared $110,000 that year, and I didn't work any harder. The guy that I was working with, who shared the same position with me and had been at the company for just as long, was in the high 6 figures. And this is an amazing story if you listen to how these people do it. It's got nothing to do with, when you say working harder, it doesn't mean that you're working hard like you're sweating or that you're sitting there filling out paperwork all day. It's working smart. It's working for you because you are an entrepreneur. The first thing that we talk about is you are in your own business and you are a consultant, because salespeople are only there. They're just salespeople. But the ones who make the most money are consultants. When you deal with, let's say you're buying a house, you deal with a mortgage broker. The mortgage broker is a consultant, and they tell you all kinds of stuff, and they stay with you and they try to be your friend. We're talking about a technique that is not boiled down to one thing that you do. It's just kind of a slow philosophy of filtering in all of the little things that you do, and it's so easy. A child could learn this. It's very, very cool. You Can Talk, You Can Sell is based on the idea that you're lucky enough to be in a position where you get paid to talk for a living, but you customize your workday based on you, not on what the company tells you to do, but what you tell yourself to do. We're going to develop your plan. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a smile on your face because you're going to feel the freedom of working the way that you want to work. And I'm not talking about people who are working at, basically phone sales, although that can work too. But we're going to cover all of the details of who can excel in this program and why it is so worth it. So remember, the plan is going to be all about you. It's not going to be about what I tell you to do. It's going to be about what you decide to do. Wouldn't it be nice if you didn't feel any resistance when you go to work? It's going to feel like you have found a way to command your own life and lifestyle and make money at it, because anybody who takes any sales job has an opportunity to make more money if they choose the right kind of job. If you're in a limited sales position, you might want to think about all the things you can learn here and decide if maybe there's another position, but that's up to you. I'm not here to hire people, and I'm not here to take people away from the companies they work from. But there are plenty of opportunities out there because salespeople are some of the most desired people in any society where there is free marketplace. And I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but only 4.75%, less than 5% of the people in your country are involved in some form of selling. So there's going to be a market for whatever it is you're selling, and there's always customers. Don't think that's not true, because they can be found in all areas. It doesn't matter the neighborhood, and it doesn't matter the state. There are people who will buy from you. They might be sizing you up and comparing you to your competition, but don't worry about that, because you're going to find your own way to work. So wouldn't it be nice that you were working for yourself and not working for someone else who's telling you what to do every day? You decide what you're going to do every day, and you know exactly where you're going to find the money and how to build your income to a higher place. Not through following my advice, but me coaching you on how to give yourself your own advice. And all the different markets are covered, from intangibles to technology. And you'll find that a lot of the sales techniques are the same. Not anybody can just sell. But if they want to, they can learn a program where they can sell. And if you're struggling, and it might not be your fault, but it doesn't mean you can't do anything about it. So in the program, you can talk, you can sell. You're going to hear from a lot of the people who overcame obstacles by working in specific ways that, sure, it might not sink in the first time, but it does sink in. And yet, when you find out how simple it is, it's not anything that you want to avoid. It's not something you want to procrastinate. You're going to be motivated to do this. The motivation is not to give you any kind of a way of doing anything except for making you feel comfortable in your own skin as a salesperson, as a consultant. When you stick with the program and you follow all of the steps, you're going to find that you have hit a higher realm of selling. You're going to know when you go into a company or you go into a customer, a prospect, whether or not you're going to be able to sell them or not. Believe it or not, there is a technique for developing that. And it's not being psychic. It comes from learning how to finesse a conversation. All of these details are going to be covered in the program. And I want you to join me because I want to see successful people who have done what I and thousands of others have done. And we have gotten out of the selling by struggle and by luck and turning it into a strategic method of enjoying what we're doing and making more money because we enjoy what we're doing. It doesn't even feel like work, and it doesn't feel like selling. It's almost like order taking. We will cover every technique. Just remember those words. You can talk, you can sell. And I'll see you right here. Back.